Good day, Spencer Smith here for race 2B from RoseHill tonight, and we are looking at a benchmark 75 time form for 3-year-old handicap. And immediately I've been waiting for this horse to come back, and I'm glad he did come back here at RoseHill. The number four horse, Some Pin Any Pin, who 2 weeks ago blew away a very competitive field, and our pick unanimously came in second, and Some Pin Any Pin looks positioned for another explosive effort, is returning here at the same exact benchmark 75 level at RoseHill. Getting an extra furlong, I don't think that's going to be a problem. If you watched his race, where in the last 2 furlongs just was not asked and just pulled away and exploded from that field. I like Some Pin Any Pin. That is going to be my top selection for the evening. Morning line of 2-1. I think this horse is versatile enough where doesn't have to have the lead, but just needs a good trip for John Cassidy to get him in position. You're going to like this. 2-1. May stay around that same number, who knows, but looking forward to watching this guy run again. The rest of the field, number 1 is a horse who I strongly considered starts me up. This 3-year-old gelding, closer by nature, as you could see a lot last time out over at the Gold Coast in a special $1 million race on the slow surface, made up some great ground to only miss by a length. And before that history, you see efforts where it was closing against open fields over at Dubin and Eagle Farms. A horse to consider, but not at RoseHill. If we were over at Ranwick, I definitely would consider him, probably make him my top selection. He is someone who's going to come flying late, probably to finish the exacta or the trifecta, someone to hold in the lower ends of your exotics. Number 2 is Fast Clip, your more early morning favorite, and as you could see, just a lot of speed at Ranwick. But one time he ran here in RoseHill, finished second as a 2-year-old. Now he's up in the 3-year-old class, has 2 straight wins, taking another little bump up in class. I do not like that outside post. It's a lot of work for him to do, and to go 7 furlongs. I think he's going to be a pace factor and could get into a speed duel with Some Pin Any Pin or maybe a few of the other horses. I chucked him out. Did not like him here. Number 3, How Did He Do It? I don't know. He's not in good form right now. Was facing tougher quality group and listed horses back in October. Ran against Some Pin Any Pin last time out, was not a factor. May need another race, may need to drop down. I'd watch another race from him. Number 5, Shoot Off, is coming off a layoff too since October, where he faced significantly tougher. Huge drop into the restricted claims. He may need to start off the layoff 7 furlongs. John Bowman gets aboard, not his normal rider. For Greg Rogerson, I think this is more of a wait and see. Would not be surprised if he comes flying on late, but he doesn't have any early speed is what you need over at RoseHill. Of course, that he's raced at once and a Group 3 and did not factor in anything. I think this is just a workout that he needs to get a race under his belt. Number 6, Chula Vista, coming off another layoff, about a 4-month layoff. 2 good workouts. Distance questions for me. Wait and see, probably watch one. Number 7, Private Label, definitely will be coming on late. He is taking a class jump from the benchmark 70 over at Warwick Farms in the Ranwick Kensington track. Your closer, yes, here at Ranwick, I'm not seeing it. It does say, yeah, he's raced twice at this track with 1 wins. When it comes to the track codes with these past performances, I appreciate everything they do, but there's a lot of inaccuracies. This horse has never raced at RoseHill, so buyer beware of that fact. Yes, he's raced this distance twice, and he has a win and a third against a little weaker. He could be coming on late for your try or supers. Number 8 is Ranchero, really not in good form. A maiden did have a good first out race over at Ranwick, going a mile. Has 2 workouts of 4.5 furlongs. He hasn't been anywhere close. I think he needs a race. Would be a big surprise jumping up. Number 8, or excuse me, number 1 was Sparosa, another closer who just broke his maiden over at Newmarket. Also was at Canberra in a restricted non-winner of any Metro wins. He'll be making up a little ground late. I don't know if he can catch any of the speed horses. Someone to consider also in your try and supers. 10 horse Glenstall Abbey. Well, that was a good first run out at Canterbury. Made up some decent ground there, a track you really don't make up ground at. Another one who could possibly be in the bottom end of your exotics. Wouldn't be surprised. May need to stretch out. I would have liked to seen him over at Ranwick or maybe Warwick Farms. So someone to keep an eye on. Rock My Heart, definitely a nice run last time out. Finished third, 8 lengths back. Was a closing third here when he faced some pin, any pin last time out, but still 8 lengths back. Someone to also consider for your try or super. So really confusing when we get to the second, third, and fourth spots, but I like my number 1 selection of the number 4 horse, some pin, any pin here for race 2B at Rosehill.